number 14, we just have to be really careful that we do not, when we simplify this, that we don't do our squaring in this way. So we don't square sine squared x plus cos squared x when we square out those brackets. Okay, so this is wrong. Make sure that we don't do that. We have to expand this. We have to expand this using our binomial distribution. Okay, so we're going to do our first outside, inside last. So we end up with sine squared x plus sine x cos x plus sine x cos x, which gives us 2 sine x cos x's. And then last is going to be plus cos squared x. So whenever we distribute, expand out a binomial with a square, we're going to have to remember to have that middle term. So plus. So this portion here is going to be, we're going to go sine x minus cos x times sine x minus cos x. And again, we have to remember to distribute this. First outside, inside last. So first is sine times sine, or sine squared. Outside is going to give us negative sine x cos x. The inside will give us negative sine x cos x. So we end up with negative 2 sine x cos x. And then negative cos x times negative is going to give us positive cos squared x. Now the middle terms cancel out just because of the nature of the fact that we have a minus here and a minus here. But if we squared both, if we squared sine x and cos x without the middle term, we just wouldn't have the middle term, and we'd end up with a similar solution. But be very careful. We do have to expand this out in this way. But once we've expanded this out, the negative and positives cancel out. So then we can combine our like terms. We end up with 2 sine squared x's plus 2 cos squared x's. This ends up being, we can just factor this out, 2 times sine squared x plus cos squared x. That is a Pythagorean identity. That's equal to 1. So sine squared x plus cos squared x equals 1. And then our final solution would be 2. This simplifies all down to 2.